Hello and welcome to a brand new video where we are looking at the brand new Tennis Manager 2024. I'm Joe, if you are new around here, and hello of course to everybody around the world on Steam as well. Thank you very much to the developers at Rebound for giving me the opportunity to give you a first look at the new game and all of that good stuff. I'm CaptainGoodspeed. If you don't know me, then you can find me on YouTube, and we produce daily sports and retro gaming content. Lots of stuff to do with tennis, cricket, Formula 1, football, snooker, any sort of sport we get involved in. So, yeah, make sure you go and check out the YouTube channel and give it a subscribe and give it a go. And I'm sure there'll be something that you enjoy there. But yes, the new version of Tennis Manager 2024 is out. Make sure that you add it to your wish list and all of that good stuff, and make sure you get involved with the new game. It's one I've enjoyed immensely over the last few years, so I'm really excited to get into it and have a look at some of the new features. And of course, career mode we'll be looking at, but also some of the other new features such as Fantasy Court we'll have a little look at later in the video. But yeah, make sure that you stick around and see what is new. We are going to go straight into a new career mode. I did do a little bit of testing just to check things were working as I expect. I'm going to be using the default game database, but you can, of course, download mods that will add in all of the real player names and tournament names and all of that good stuff. So we are going to be creating a brand new career, and one of the new features this year is a new difficulty system. So it ranges from easy, average, difficult, and extreme. So if you are somebody that's new to the series, perhaps you'll want to start on average or easy. If you are an experienced player and want a bit more of a challenge, then perhaps you want to go difficult or extreme. We are going to be going for average, which is apparently a good balance between an enjoyable game and management attention. So we are going to be going for that for now. In terms of creating our own player or manager, I guess, we are going to be called CaptainGoodspeed. My age, real age, is 26. Believe it or not. Hard paper round, I know. Gender, man. We are going to be... we'll be in the seniors, why not? Look at some of these guys. I mean, I'm assuming these are the developers, so I shouldn't really be laughing. But some of these mugshots. But you can, of course, import your own photo if you so wish, and you can be a veteran as well. So we're going to be a very, very old 26-year-old. I think I'm going to go with this guy. No, we've got to go with this guy. He is staring into our soul, so that is who we are going to go with. And then you can pick your experience level, so very similar to the sort of Football Manager series. You can do that as well. We are going to be a legend though, so that we can basically unlock everything that we want. We are going to be versatile. I think versatile is probably the best one. What about technician? Ooh, technician is quite high, but I like versatile because that is nice and balanced everywhere. You can start out as captain of your national team. We're not going to do that, but you can do that. You can also manage an existing academy or create your own academy and your own player. So we are going to have a look at that because there is some new player attributes and things that we can look at. And you can create an academy with more than one player. I believe in the past you were only able to select one player at the start. We are going to be called the Goodspeed Aces. Oh, actually, you know, I went with that with my test. We're going to be the Goodspeed servers. And then you can, you know, import your own badge. So if you go into your graphic design, you can go and do that. We are just going to be the Tennis Academy or Academy Tennis. Which one do we want? I quite like that one. So we're going to go for that. And then you can choose a new starting point. So you can start from 0, new academy, well-established or high profile. You can choose your budget from 10k all the way up to 5 million. So we are going to go with all of the easiest options, basically, so I can show you as much of the game as possible. And our academy vision is going to be general. We can manage an existing player or we can create our own player. So let's have a little look at the player creation stuff. And here we go. We are going to create in the game Roger Federer. He is going to be from Switzerland. Don't know where I've thought of this name from. Oh, no, not Syria. That's a very different Roger Federer. In terms of birthday, I'm just going to give him my birthday. 1997. That all looks good. Personalities, he is going to be loyal. He's going to be relaxed. And he is going to be charismatic. Tends to prefer long-term contracts. Starts every match with less stress than an average player. The player's aura adds a little something extra to their fame. I agree with all of that. In terms of potential, we can select that as random. But I think he's got the potential to be a legend, and his progress is going to be standard compared to... Oh, actually, you know what? We're going to make that random. And you can make sure they never leave the academy as well. So we'll go into next. He's going to be right-handed, one-handed backhand, of course. He's going to be an all-court player. And yeah, he is pretty comfortable with everything. Although we could go for something a little bit more aggressive. Maybe serve and volleyer. Attacker. No, we're going to go with all court. I think that's fair for Roger. And then we can have a look at his body. So there's lots of different heads you can choose from. Depends what you really want to go for. I'm not too bothered about all of this, but there's lots of different hairstyles, lots of different things that you can customize your player with. And then, of course, you can have a look at equipment. So we're going to go with a nice blue racket, and then we can pick some of the preset outfits. Of course, more will be available with mods and all that good stuff, but there's a good selection. We will go with that. I think that looks very Roger Federer. And then we're going to go for a nice green and white shoe. That all looks good. In terms of headwear, he can wear a bandana. So click and drag it. You can see him in the mirror over there as well. Very cool. Wristbands, we'll have it on both right and left, and they are going to be red. Okay, into next then. We get to select some other players. So you can see they have got some players that you may recognise. Very reminiscent of the old PES games, if you do remember that. We've got Grigor Dimitrov. We've got Alexander Zverov. Igor Swiatek. Orlos Alcatraz. Daniil Medvedev. So we're going to go for Alcaraz. We're going to go for Swiatek. And why not pick somebody else? Let's have a look at legend status. Venus Williams. Why not? Just to sort of show all of the other sort of different options that we've got. We will launch our career. There we are. CaptainGoodspeed, coach player Roger Federer. And we have got 3 other players that we can utilize. So let's launch that career then and see how it all looks. We got a nice little sort of Twitter page here from CCB Sports. New face at Goodspeed servers. CaptainGoodspeed becomes manager. Is there a major turning point on the tennis courts? Here we go. Okay, so tutorial. We obviously have the tutorial that we can look at, but I do want to sort of show you some of the new features. Just to let you know, some of the new features or main new features that are being advertised are a training system redesign. We'll have a closer look at that in a minute. A new form concept, new injury system, new players attributes, new players and tournaments database, match simulation improvements, 3D analysis improvements, and of course, fantasy court. As well as that, we have some other new features, including the ability to select a new difficulty level, ability to choose manager's attributes, possibility to create an academy with more than one player, updated tournament structures, and a new interface. So you can see it does look rather different in these screens. So if I now go into my team, of course, we can look at all of the different bits of tutorial, but let's have a little look at Roger Federer, for instance. If I want to go into training now, of course, okay, so it's up here. We can change it, so we might want it to be in peak form, instead of being in cardio and fitness. So let's try and prep him for the next tournament, and then double check what the next tournament is. Say it's grass, we can go for that, but let's assume it's going to be a hard tournament. Workload selection, we can put that on medium, but we can also focus on an additional training priority, which I think is awesome. So we are going to focus on the serve as an additional priority to go with our prep for the next tournament. But I can do that with various different players. So with Alcaraz, I might want to be going for tactics and mental. His additional, I might want to go for the return. Swiatek, I might want to go for physical fitness, because maybe I've noticed that she's had a bit of a drop off. You can then go and edit it a little bit more if that's what you want to do, as in previous years. But for somebody like me who's not very confident with doing all of the different training sessions, I quite like things that are already preset, so that is really, really good. And maybe these things have been there in the past, but definitely more obvious, more accessible than in previous iterations, which I think is a real strength of the new game, and certainly something that I am very, very pleased about. Now, along with that, I can also have a look at the different programs that are in there. So you can see Peak Form is in there. You can say that that's a priority program at different points. You can put in loads and loads of different stuff. It is really, really good to be able to sort of plan out your training, and you can be as detailed as you want, or as hands off if you want. You can just let it sort of happen as it did before. And along with that, we also have the new injury system, where you can see their injury risk up there in the top corner. So you can see with our current program, we're a very, very low risk of an injury, which is fantastic. You don't want your player having to drop out of tournaments halfway through because they've picked up a little niggle. You want them being fresh. You want them in good form heading into the next tournament. Along with that, we can also have a look at the different rankings. Of course, they like to keep it very much up to date, so you can see how many players there are. I mean, there's thousands of players within there. Of course, you'll be able to get all of the real players in and amongst this game, which is really, really good. They've got over 2,000 competitions as well, between the sort of junior championships and professional tournaments that they have got going. And of course, you can filter all of this out. You can just look at the grass court tournaments if that's what you want to focus on. You can look at the open tournaments in progress, and you can also filter it to WTL junior as well, and enter what you want to be entering and what's suitable for your player. So without further ado, let's continue on a little bit. I want to show you guys some gameplay of the match and see some of the different features. We'll also look at what the simulation system looks like, and we'll have a quick look at things like the 3D analysis, which is brand new to the game. But you can have a little click around. You can see your academy. You can see some of the staff assignments that are in there. So if you wanted, you could say, I want to give more technical coaching to Roger Federer, so I'm going to put myself on that, and maybe I could say, Alcaraz needs Menendez in there as a coach as well. But you can also do all of this automatic. If you press automatic, it will do it automatically for you. You don't need to worry about that. Going into finances, you can keep a close eye on all of that, your earnings, your expenses, sports centre. You'll be able to upgrade your facilities. Obviously, we do have a little bit of money, so we can go and get some hard courts installed here in the UK. So, or some clay courts. So let's have a little look at the clay courts. That's 1.46 million. Let's give that an upgrade, and obviously that will take 4 months left, to build that, and that should be ready in time for the French Open. We've got the medical centre as well, so we can upgrade that. A psychology department, just to help injury reduction. You've got your youth and scouting centre, so you're able to set up different facilities to scout for different players. And then we have, of course, got the business centre as well. You can sort out your staff. All very, very in-depth and detailed. This game has come a hell of a long way over the last few years. You can have a look at your manager. You can look at the career so far and see how many titles you've won, number of important titles won, not just the not just the nice titles, but you can have a look, or the little titles. You can have a little look at other academies as well. So if you want to have a look at the British #1 tennis academy, you can see Jack Draper is in there. You've got Arthur Ferry. I mean, look at all of these guys. Amani Barnes, Ella McDonald, Victor Hridech, who is a junior player. But yeah, you can spy on the other tennis academies. We've got Whitney Omologui, Emma Navarro in there as well. Of course, if you download the mods, you can have all of the real names. You can have a look at the federations in there. Different federations. English Federation. You can see some of their top players. So, Johannes Nonde is a 21-year-old flying player at 730 ranked. But yeah, you can just have a little play with it and see what's in there. You've got the World Cup ranking in there as well. You've got the race record. But let's continue on and see how everything goes. We've got objectives coming up for the upcoming season. They want us to have an average satisfaction of at least 75% of all the players. We want to recruit at least one top 20 MTL or WTL player. Have at least 3 nationalities on the team. We've got 4 at the minute. Reach a financial balance of at least 2.8 million by the end of the year. We've been welcomed aboard. Presentation of the academy. Very, very good. Yeah, that looks cool. Right, okay, continue on then. And here's our press conference. Right, Captain Goodspeed, you've just arrived in London. Have you been here before, or is this your first time? I know it like the back of my hand. I mean, I don't, but we're going to be confident. We've got to keep our shoulders held high. What made you decide to manage a tennis academy? Malden Champions? It's a calling. Do you think that Roger is the best player in the academy? It's not that I think he's the best. Yes, I'll be his coach. Come here partly for him in order... No. He is the best player. What are your investment priorities for your academy's infrastructure? I want to focus on the training courts, offer my players the best conditions. Fantastic. Right, come on. We want to get ourselves into a tournament. Here we go then. He's made a list of major tournaments happening in the period for Hard Season 1. And he's made a list of that. You could register if they have the required... If you want me to handle his registration. So if I go in... Well, let's handle registration for the other guys. How do I do that? Game. It's not on game plans. Tournament registration. Here we go. So I can... Yeah, automatic registrations is fine. Okay. So yeah, they've all got automatic registration, so that's fine. We'll just continue on. But if I wanted to, I can, pick which ones I want to go into. So there you go. We have got players going into each of those events. That's fine. Sports goals for the season. Let's discuss with Roger. What ranking do you want to get? Let's see if we can get him into the top 150. That sounds good to me. He's happy with that. International tournaments. Let's just go for qualify. He's happy with that one. Continental tournaments. Win 1 title. He's happy. National ranking top 30. Let's play it safe. That's fine. And we're going to delegate it for the other players. Weekly team report. You can. Oh my God, Roger's wiped out. Bless him. Let's maybe head into his training. He is on a heavy workload at the moment. Let's move him on to medium for the next week and put him back on serve. Everybody else is fresh. Okay, continue on then. You should assign staff to your players. I feel like we have done that, haven't we? Yeah, that looks good. Okay, right, heading out of December. It'll be January, of course, when we get our first tournament. Oh, we've got a supplier offer for Roger Federer. Nice. So you can see all of that different stuff there. And it seems to be with Wilson. Let's view that and let's sign that with Roger Federer. And he will use the Ultra. Nice. I love this. I love this. It's so good, Tennis Manager. And I hope you guys are enjoying watching as well. Sports goals for this season, we did that. Anything else? Anything else unread? I mean, apparently all of this is unread. You were fantastic. Okay. Cool. So, yeah, everybody's training is going well. Let's continue on. And getting towards Christmas now. Have some Christmas presents for everybody. Okay. Right, nice. This all looks good. Right, play the match. Here we go then. Here is our first match. We're going to be playing Leo Pupine, who is a world number 1,602. I'm excited for this. It's the fallback, first round qualifying, MTL Rookie 10. Here's our briefing. So pre-match report, Leo Pupine is an average form. He plays most of the time as a power player, a player with a big serve and a massive forehand for any position. This kind of player puts his opponent under pressure and keeps him constantly on defense. He can usually win a point in 3 strokes or less. He could switch his game plan to big serve and attack, or even attack and play. It's going to be a balanced match, but bookmakers have decided Roger is an outsider. Roger has to keep his cool and put pressure on his opponent. Roger should target his opponent's backhand. So strategic adjustments. Let us approach the player's backhand. So I think we want to go wide. We're going to go for a little bit higher power. And we can do that on the juice side as well. I'm going to put a little bit more focus on our serve and key points throughout the match. So here we go then. Let's enter the locker room. And let's give him... I want you to play your most beautiful tennis. Oh, he's less enthusiastic. What a shame. Right, here we go then. Our first match in Tennis Manager 2024. This is exciting. Here we go. So... we're from Switzerland, he's from France. First match of the season for both of us. He's 26 years old, of course, Roger, already. Let's see how he gets on. So controlling the match display. We've obviously got different camera angles, choice of view via the match interface, choice of display options as well. Intensity, your player will play the match the way you prepared together for it. Performance will be impacted by their mental and physical state. Address your player during the match or at the end of a set via the chat. However, you must be at the default speed and wait a few games before you'll be able to yell at your player again. Game plan, modify the game plan with a single click. Modify tactical instructions in an existing game plan. 3D analysis. So that's what we're going to be having a look at. The brand new 3D analysis. We'll play a set of tennis and then we'll have a little look at it. But here we go then. Let's see if Roger's able to do it. Great start for him. Backhand down the line there. And that's out. 30 love already. Yeah, going out wide seems like a good tactic so far. Very nice from Roger. Yeah, beautifully played. Beautifully played, Roger. Oh dear, here we go. He's a good server, isn't he? Right, let's check out some of the other camera angles. So, of course, you can watch from the top. Gives you a very good insight of how deep the ball has been played, direction at which the ball has been played. And this could be a very serve-dependent match. Oh, it's long. So 40-15 now. Roger definitely playing well to keep the ball in. Oh, 40-30 here. And you can have a look at three-quarter angle as well. Good to sort of get a whole court view of everything. And there you go, juice now. And then this is the court view. So you can get a nice view of Roger Federer's behind there. And you can zoom in as much as you want on certain camera angles. Now, are we going to be able to break here? That's a big question on everybody's lips. That's pretty good. He's coming forward now. Oh, beautiful! Oh, what a shot that was. That's what we like to see. Absolutely brilliant. Right, so you can see down here, I can change the intensity of the match, much like in previous versions. This is the tactics screen. You can see that there as well. But we're trying to keep things, you know, pretty much how they were. But Federer does break serve in that opening game. That is what we like to see. Excellent play from him there. This is a great start. You can see the stats of the game as well. Now, lots of people always ask, can you control the players in this game? No, you can't. This is just something that, you know, it's a management game. You have to put the preparation in, but at this point, it's all down to the player and the preparation that you have done. So 40 love at the moment. Seems like the tactics are working well, going out wide. 40-15 here. And on second serve, he seems to be going down the tee. Nice backhand there. And I have to say, the animation's, yeah, very, very smooth. Definitely a big improvement on previous games. And obviously, if your computer's better than mine, okay, with the graphics capabilities, it will run very, very smoothly, 60 frames a second as well. So it's 3 love Roger Federer at the moment. Perfect start to his career. And we'll be able to move it forward. Of course, you can fast forward the game. You can pick where you're watching that from as well. And we have got another break point for Roger Federer here. Absolutely brilliant. Roger Federer, 4 love to the good. And if you really want, you can zip it forward even more. 2 set points here. And once we're at the end of this set, we'll have a little look at the 3D analysis. That was a beautiful forehand, but what a follow-up forehand there from Pupine. Excellent forehand, and this is a proper road to glory, isn't it? And there you go, Roger Federer wins the first set. 6 games to love, perfect start to his career. And certainly very, very happy with that. His first serve percentage is too low today, apparently. He should serve with more margin. Okay, very good. Right, let's have a little look at the 3D analysis. So we can see in the playing areas, we can see the serve area there. Hit points, very, very lovely bits of analysis. Return areas, position. You can see very much on the baseline where's Pupine, kind of all over the place. If we go for both players, you can see some little differences there. Pupine coming forward a little bit more in both his service games and his return games. Looking at serve areas, you know, Federer keeping out wide 50% for him on the juice side. On the ad side, though, 86% out wide. So definitely sticking to the game plan, which is what you want to see. So let's continue with the second set. Let's watch this first game and check that he's still playing well. Yeah, Federer playing very, very nicely here. He's pumped at the moment. Let's talk to him and say, you are doing really well. I think we put him off there. It's fair to say. Oh, double fault from Roger. Now 30 all. Just giving him half a sniff. Excellent ace down the tee. Perfect. Absolutely brilliant from Roger Federer there. All right, let's zoom it forward a little bit, but you can see how long the match has been going on as well. I think that's, is that 56 minutes? Or no, 36 minutes, of course. But yeah, the other guy winning some games now. He's got break points all of a sudden. And Federer under a little bit of pressure for the first time in his career. And there you go. Oh, that drop shot didn't work. And now we could well lose this set. Oh, break back point for Roger as Pupine, sorry, is serving for the set, and he has lost it there. 5 all now for Roger. Oh. Right, let's zoom it through. See if he can close out this match now. Looks like it might well be a tie-break. And it is indeed a tie-break. 5 all in the tie-break here. So, Pupine serving. That's an excellent serve. And, yeah, good volley as well. So, 6-5 set point for Pupine here. Has Federer got the bottle to deal with it? Yes, he does. That was beautifully played. Nice little drop volley. And now is he going to get himself a match point? Yes, he is. Match point for Roger Federer. Oh, it's out. Unlucky. Come on, Rog. Oh, here we go. Match point once again. This time on his own serve. And ace. Oh, I thought it was an ace down the tee. It wasn't. It was a great serve. Oh, there it is. Roger Federer wins his first match. Look at that. He's very, very happy with that. He's giving it the big wave to the crowd there. So we'll skip that. Excellent. And we can talk to him now. Great job. Fantastic. Right. So now, press conference about tomorrow, start of the season. Okay. Let's continue that on. We got our second round qualifier coming up. We got a press conference here. Do you feel like your players are ready? We've worked hard. I'm confident they are. What is your main goal for the season? To do everything to help the players progress. Do you plan on bringing in more players to the academy? This current team will be starting the season. We have contingency plans in place. Of course we do. Did you develop a specific program for Roger Federer before the season? Of course we did. Right. So I'll show you what you can do. You can, of course, simulate the match. And it will give you the result straight away. And there you go. Roger Federer wins 6-3, 6-2. So he's doing very, very well here in this qualifying event. He's knocked out the top seed of that event. And you've got to say he's developing very, very well. It's a good start for him. We do have some extra offers as well. So we can look at some outfits. Going to go to Lacoste. We're going to sign that one. And shoes. I think that's all good. Yeah, nice. Right, continue on then. Presumably, we're going straight to the tournament now. I will put an end to my career at the end of the season. So there you go. Venus Williams is retiring. That's all fine. We can keep an eye on what else is happening in the world. So playing the match. and we will simulate this. There you go, Roger Federer, 7-5, 7-6. So this is an excellent start to his career mode. We did see some of our other players playing well as well. Let's see what we've got here. Simulate that one. Hey, Roger wins again in 2 tiebreaks. We can keep an eye out there. Swiatek won her match. Federer in top form at the moment. Into the quarterfinal stage. Let's see if he can keep the form going. Yes, he can. 6-3, 6-2. And we want to get back for the final and see if we can win our first tournament. Swiatek doing a good job as well. Come on. Can we get through the final? No! What a shame. Roger loses in 2 tie breaks there. But what a start to his career. And that will surely see him shoot up the rankings. Let's continue that on and see where he does end up. Swiatek's in the final of the Brisbane Open. So I suppose we could watch Swiatek. We'll see some of the women's game in this. And we're playing Anya Sabalenka in the final. So they're in average form. They're a power player. Iga is the outsider, apparently. So let's enter the locker room. Win or lose, I will still beat you on the PlayStation tonight. Do not stress out. Flirting going on here. Right then, into the Brisbane Open final. It's a WTL 500 event. And to get here, we've done pretty well, to be honest with you. 4 wins. Very comfortable. And let's see how Iga's playing. And this is, of course, a proper player, well up the rankings. And you can see already the difference of court and difference of the way they play. Yeah, I'm excited to see how we get on in this one. Great start. I love that drop volley. It just feels so good. Obviously, that's new animation improvements in this year's game. Beautiful. Just about inside the line there. Perfect. What a forehand that was. What a start for Iga. Let's zoom it forward a little bit and hopefully she'll manage to get a chance to break fairly soon. And there you go. Love 40 here. Great chance. Forehand straight at the baseline. There it is. Swiatek does break. And now has set point. Really nice play so far. A little bit of slice in there as well, just to break up the action. Flat backhand, cross court. Oh, what a drop shot on set point as well. That's huge. Oh, but another set point coming up here. Been a bit of a ding-dong battle this game. Forehand straight at the baseline. And now coming forward. Can she finish off the point? Yes, she can. She can finish off the set. And Swiatek wins the opening set. Let's have a little look at how different perhaps the playing areas are. You can see, obviously, haven't put any stipulations on where she should be serving. Much more balanced approach this time. You can see the hit points there. Opponent's winning shot. Okay, return areas. And you can see very much staying near the baseline, although the opponent is coming much closer to the net in general, but doesn't seem to be working for us so far. Let's push forward then and see if we can indeed win our first title. Yeah, good serve. Oh, that was close. That was close. Just out that time. So good hold from Sabalenka. We've got a break point here, and this is at the crucial 4-3 game. Yeah, again, survives. Oh, here we go, though. Match point. This time, break point means match point. And she's got 2 of them. Championship point. Come on. Oh, just long. Just long. That is so close. But there you go. She does win it. She does win it in the end. We didn't get to say... Oh, she's doing a little dance, a little jig. And there's the confetti coming down. Oh, she's delighted with that. She is delighted with it. Very, very good. Right, okay. Very good victory. We can talk to her. I would have paid to watch that match. She's very happy with it. Right. So, let's push forward. Interview request. Yeah. Let's just be positive here in this press conference. Continue on. I want to see the improvements in rankings for our players there. So, weekly team report. Federer has gone up 1,000 places in the rankings. Absolutely fantastic. Swiatek stays there at number 2. Venus Williams drops 1 place down to 427. Well, that's pretty much a lot of the new features shown to you in career mode. Of course, there's lots more for you to find out as you delve later into the career mode. You can see the different players' attributes and really get a feel for how good your player is and where you should be focusing in terms of your game plan. You know, should you be focusing on a forehand consistency? Should you be focusing on the serve? I think that is a real key feature this year, is being able to plan your matches out well in advance, making up your game plans, looking at what is going to be your strength, and fine-tuning those strategies to make sure that your player has the best possible chance every single time. Other than that, though, we have got Fantasy Court. So we will head back to the main menu to finish off this video. We're going to have a little look at Fantasy Court, which is a brand new feature this year. And you can choose any player that you want from any era that you want. It's a custom tournament. We can change any details about the tournament. We can relive favourite tennis moments, or you can break the timeline and discover what could have happened if you changed any detail. Okay, so let's have a little look at some of the different things in Fantasy Court. So we are going to head to the main menu. So leave this game. There we go. So let's head into Fantasy Court. And obviously there's no tournaments that we have owned, that we own at the moment, but we could create one. So let's create a quick tournament there. And we might want to put in some different players. So I might want to put in Andy Murray. Let's import him from a game. And we'll also get Novak Djokovic. Oh, okay. So that right. So Novak Djokovic is going to be in there. My player is going to be... Can we have ones from bygone era in here? So legends... Let's go for Rafael Nadal. Oh, I love it. Right. We're going to have the Goodspeed open. We can change the logo. Let's go for the Wimbledon looking one. Goodspeed servers. Illustration. You can obviously import stuff there. It is going to be a grass court tournament. There's going to be 3 sets, 1 round. It's going to be 1 player. It's going to be Nadal versus Djokovic. It's going to be outdoor. Size is going to be big. Billboards are going to be green. And seating is going to be dark green. I mean, this is awesome. And the possibilities are going to be endless with this mode. Okay, so, you know, it allows you to create or reproduce a player's path in a tournament, number of oppositions. Lots of people are going to be able to sort of simulate what's going to happen in Wimbledon, you know, a Wimbledon final, anything like that. That's going to be really, really cool. So let's launch this tournament. It will no longer be possible to modify it once we get into it. So you can see, I mean, you know, they've got pictures of old players in there. So I'm expecting that there will be some, you know, old tournaments that are in there, which I'm really, really looking forward to. So that is going to be really, really exciting. I am having a little look at some of the different things in there. I mean, yeah, Boris Prime 1989, Rogers Prime 2006. I don't know where you actually download these from. I'm assuming from the workshop, but I don't have access to those at the moment. Perhaps the developers could cut in at this point and let us know where that is. Okay, strategic settings. Let's just play the match and see how Nadal versus Djokovic is. And there you go. You see, we've created Wimbledon very, very nicely there in the Goodspeed Open. So here comes Nadal and Djokovic. You can see the top spin on Nadal's shots. It's awesome to see. Yeah, good start from Novak, though. Let's skip forward until a key point in the match. Oh, and Djokovic does have a break point here early on. Nadal coming forward to the net. Plays it well. Good stuff from him there. And they should be able to hold on until tie-break, you would imagine. And here we go then, tie-break. We'll try and get it towards sort of 5-5. But Djokovic, well, 6-1 in the tie-break. Where did that come from? Oh, and he gets the net cord. What a shame. So it is possible to lose in this game, apparently. Right. Let's talk to him. You can do it. Is Djokovic going to win another Wimbledon title? Or is Nadal going to do something remarkable on the grass, which he hasn't been able to do since 2011, or was it 2010? I think 2010 might have been the last time Nadal won Wimbledon. But Djokovic has got the break. Oh dear, it's all going wrong for Rafa Nadal here. And we're going to have some championship points here, and it is championship points for Novak Djokovic here in Fantasy Court. Oh, excellent. That was brilliant, to be fair. Let's see if he does the little jig. Oh, he is. He's doing the little jig there. He's loving life, isn't he? Hey, he's giving it the old Dennis Taylor as well. Very, very good. Okay, so that is our first look at Tennis Manager 2024. I am just having a little look and seeing it. I don't think I can do that. You have to download those, and obviously they will become more and more relevant once the game has been released, and lots of you guys out there have created your own things. But thank you very much to Rebound for the opportunity to show you guys this game. Big improvements, in my opinion, and definitely worth grabbing while you can on Steam. And of course, if you can't afford it right now, keep an eye out for it in the sales to come. Steam always do some great sales, so do keep an eye out for it. Obviously, there's previous versions of the game that you can check out as well. But thank you very much for the opportunity. And hopefully you come and join me over on CaptainGoodspeed and check out lots more content, including a career mode on Tennis Manager 2024. We've got Top Spin 2K25 going on at the moment as well. Plenty more to come in the summer with F1 content, snooker content. I'm really looking forward to it, and hopefully you guys are too. If you have enjoyed it over on YouTube, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe for plenty more tennis content, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.